And this is one of my favourite stories I've ever written, really. And I called it Dirty Doring to start with, Dirty Doring, because I thought I liked the way it tripped off the tongue, Dirty Doring. I thought it's a good title for a story and for a witch. And then I thought I can't use it because I've got an auntie called Doreen, you know, and she's about 80, and I always, when I get my free author copies, I always take one round, and I sign it for her, and she reads it, and she tells me what she thinks, you know. And I thought I can imagine her turning into the third story, going Dirty Doring. You know, I know she's a sensible lady. She wouldn't really think I'd based it on her. She wouldn't really think she smelled or anything, you know. But I thought I couldn't. It was in my little head. I couldn't take a chance, so I changed it, and I changed it to Dirty Dora. Now I hope there's no Doras in the room. No. I once did this in a school in England, and I said, so I called it Dirty Dora. Everybody in the class looked at poor little Dora. You know. I thought you ruined her life. You know what I mean? Well, I called it Dirty Dora because it's still alliteration. It trips off the tongue. And not only that, I've no Doras in my family. Okay, so it was all right for me, but not for Dora in that class. Okay. Now, why is Dora dirty? Because she's dead. Dora's a dead witch. Let's read a little extract. My name is Dirty Dora Dean, and I'm a dead witch. Some call me dirty because I spit thick, slimy gobs of spit onto my territory. But I'm bad, not mad. I've a reason for all I do. When I sniff that spit, and I'm home and safe in the dell. I can sniff it in the dark, I can, when I'm crawling back on my hands and knees. Although I'm cold and dead now, and I live under the rotting leaves in which dell, I'm still strong enough to leave it. I want to tell my tales while I still can. Most nights I hunt for blood. But once or twice a week I go back to our cosy cottage. My sister Aggie still lives. We chat together about the old times, while her damp clothes stand in front of the fire. And after Aggie has come, the Beatles had to met her. I spend a bit of time jotting down the memories. It's not easy, because I find it difficult to remember what happened. I want to get it all down, for it's gone out of my mind. That, or I can't write no more. I don't know which happened first. You know, we can tell with those dead witches. Sometimes the mind goes completely. Then again, it could be my hands that drop off, so I can't hold the pen. More than one dead witch crawls round the dell with a piece of her body missing. One ain't even got a head. Now I can only remember 3 things properly. 3 chunks, that's all. The rest has gone. Now Dora was a happy witch, but what you got to realise, my happy witches are not very nice people. At Halloween, they dance round the fire, holding hands, shrieking and cursing to bring down death and destruction on their enemies. And Dora put the frighteners on a farmer. There's a farmer who had some money. So she went and threatened him, and he wasn't that scared until she then thought, what about your wife? What about your children? And then she scared him. He thought he'd lose them. He said, come back tomorrow night, Dora, and I'll give you what you're asking for. I'll give you the money. But he was crafty. He consulted a witch finder called Matthew. And Matthew went there with men with clubs, and they hid behind the house and in the trees. And when Dora actually went to get her money, they jumped out on her, and her magic didn't help her. They dragged her off, and they tortured her. They jabbed her with the pins to find the spot where she couldn't feel pain, a spot where the devil's supposed to touch her. They swam her in the pond, then they took her to Lancaster Castle. And they said, when they took her to Lancaster Castle, Dora, said Matthew, I am convinced twice over by my tests, you are a malevolent witch, and at dawn you're going to die. And then they stuck her in a dungeon all night to sweat, heart racing. She thinks they're going to burn her, because according to my rules in my books, if you burn a witch, she can't come back from the dead. So the morning after, they drag her out into the grey dawnlight. It's drizzling, it's miserable, and she looks across the castle yard, and she's so relieved. There is no fire. All it is, in Lancaster, they only hang the witches. They're only going to hang her. And she's relieved. Imagine that. It's not nice being hanged. You do die. And they kill her. And the following day, the family come from Pendle, and they take the body of dead Dora over Pendle Hill, and they put her in a shallow grave in Witch. It's a place they invented. Don't go to Pendle, look for Witch Dell. There isn't one. There is a place it could be. And they bury her under the rotting leaves, and they leave her. The first time the light of the full moon shines down all those rotting leaves, she comes back to life. Well, sort of life anyway. Most of the witches in Witchdale, they're quite weak. They just crawl around in the slime amongst the rotting leaves. Might get a bug here or a beetle there. Oh, on a really good night, and this may only happen once a month, a rat scampers nearby. Pick up the rat, bite its head off, suck its blood. That's the best thing that happens to a dead witch, in a whole month, okay? Because they're weak. But 1 or 2 of them are really, really strong. And Dora turns out to be an exceptionally strong witch. All the magic's drained out of her body with death, that she can run. She's stronger than a man. She can rip you to pieces. She can shred you with her nails. And she wants not bugs and beetles. She doesn't even want a rat. She wants people. She wants the blood of people. And she's fast enough to get them. And she wants the blood of one person above all. She wants the blood of the man who tortured her. She wants the blood of the man who hanged her. She wants the blood of Matthew, the witch finder. And she goes after him. So it's a vengeance tale. So that is Dirty Dora. It's not the end of it. You have to read it to find out what she does.